Hey, how's everybody doing? Tyler Day here. I just wanted to make a video today. I know it's been a little while since I last sat down and recorded something for you guys, so I just wanted to kind of give you an update as far as where we're at. So the past couple weeks, I've been just traveling around, visiting family, just kind of like working remote from wherever I'm at. Last week, I was up in New Hampshire, visiting Peter and his family for a week. You know, now I'm visiting my parents and this and that. So, anyways, it's been an interesting past couple of months. Basically, what I've been up to the past couple of months has been just testing a whole bunch of ad campaigns. So, what my role in the company is sort of I'm sort of just doing whatever I can to move things forward with growth. So in the past couple months, we put on a hiring pause. So I'm not doing as much like training new media buyers right now. Right now, what I'm mainly doing is just supporting our current media buying team by just basically doing what affiliates do. I've been writing copy every day. I've been launching campaigns. I've been testing a whole bunch of different stuff. And my goal is to just bring on more and more winning campaigns to share with the team and to help boost up the numbers. So, of course, everybody on the team is still working very hard, like testing these campaigns and running things. But there's nothing better that I could do with my time than just do what I'm best at, which is just being an affiliate, right? But nowadays that looks a little bit differently for me. So instead of just running campaigns and only running them with me and my brother and whatnot, we have this whole team behind us. So what I do is I work on campaigns and I prove them out and I'll get them to profitability and then I'll share them with the team. And that's really sort of a rocket fuel model that's helped us move forward. And of course we still expect everybody on the team to be testing stuff too, but it just helps a lot when I'm in the trenches with them, moving things forward, creating that sort of continued momentum. So that's what I want to talk about today, is sort of how to achieve this state of momentum. So it's no secret that in the past 6 months, year, there's been a huge slowdown in the economy. It sort of feels like a lot of things have grinded to a halt. It feels like it's sort of twice as hard to sort of move the ball forward as it was in the sort of easy money environment that we saw in 2020, 2021. It seems like there's basically just half as much stuff that's working in the affiliate space, right? So it's taken a lot more effort to sort of continue this momentum. And I could imagine for a lot of people that are just trying to get started that everything is just on turbo hard mode as far as trying to just get a business off the ground in these environments, right? So what I want to talk about today is sort of how to work through this and how to quote unquote create your own momentum. So I think one thing that really separates sort of lower average performers to a very, very high performer is the ability to generate your own momentum. So when you think about momentum, it's more of a psychological state, right? If you think that you're in momentum, then you're going to be more inclined to do the actions to actually put you into further momentum, right? But if you're completely stagnant, and let's say that, oh, I've been wanting to start the business, I've been wanting to launch this campaign, I've been wanting to try this, I've been wanting to try that, but you haven't done anything, well, then you're basically at a complete standstill, right? And from what we know about physics, the amount of force and energy that it takes to move an object that is at standstill with no forward momentum is extremely enormous, right? But once you start to move an object, the amount of force that it takes to continue and gain momentum decreases the more momentum builds, right? So this is a very, very simple law of physics, but this is something that also applies to our psychology. And when it comes down to creating a state of momentum, what a lot of people don't realize is that it really just starts right here. It starts in your head, okay? And this is something that a lot of people just don't realize that they can do to start to move things forward. Now, what do you do to create momentum, right? Well, it comes down to basically your daily habits and your daily actions. So for me, a state of creating my own momentum for me, what that looks like in my life right now, in my own business, basically for me is just pushing out campaigns. And regardless of whether I think they're going to work or not work, I sit down every single day and I work on an ad campaign. Sometimes I'm just working on a campaign, from earlier in the week, whatever. But basically my goal right now is to launch 3 ad campaigns per week. And what that means is that it's going to be about 9 or 10 ad campaigns a month. And I found that I generally have about a 1 in 10%. I have about a 10% hit rate on campaigns. So maybe 1 out of 10 campaigns is going to work, right? So in order for me to continue this momentum where I'm at, that's basically the minimum of what needs to be done every week is launch 3 campaigns. Maybe one of them a month will work out, right? And what I've been realizing lately is that even one of them working out a month has not quite been enough because, now with where things are at with the economy, it's like maybe that one thing that I figured out, there's other issues that come up like funding issues with the client. So that's happened to me now in recent months where I've realized that I need to now create even more momentum. I need to, set the bar even higher. Instead of 3 campaigns a week, I think I'm now working on launching a campaign every single workday of the week. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, pushing out a new ad campaign basically every single day of the week, right? And this is something that I've now implemented just recently after analyzing these numbers and realizing that, okay, yes, even though I've been finding 1 winning campaign a month, the winner hasn't always worked out. Like there was, 2 campaigns in June, July that were big winning campaigns that I found that started out very strong, like, did $300,000, $500,000 in revenue right in the first month. And then a month later, something happened with the client, like they ran out of funding, something changed on their end and it fell apart, right? So you need to basically put together a plan as far as what's going to be your momentum plan, right? So I just told you what mine is, but this is going to look completely different for you, depending on what you're doing, depending on what your position is, your industry, et cetera, right? And what you need to do is you need to put together a plan of what you're going to do every single day, and you need to stick to that plan, no matter what, right? And I think that this is where people tend to fall apart, because I think a lot of people tend to only do the actions to create momentum when they feel motivated to do them. They wait for the motivation, which is generally far and few. And then only when they're feeling motivated do they take the actions to move forward. But due to the lack of consistency, they're not getting to where they would need to be, and they're not seeing the results that they need to see. So, what does this come down to? It comes down to doing what you said you were going to do every single day, regardless of whether you feel like doing it, regardless of whether you think it's going to work or not work. It just comes down to doing it, right? And it comes down to action. And once you're in the state of momentum, that's when things build on themselves, and momentum builds more momentum. Anyways, guys, I hope that this little bit of information is helpful for you. I will be back with more videos. Sorry that it's been more far and few me putting out these videos. If I'm being honest, it hasn't been the biggest priority. My main focus has been working on these campaigns, and like I said, things have been it's been a lot harder this year to move things forward, guys. It does feel like the entire game is on turbo hard mode right now, and like I said, the only thing that we can do is focus on our own actions to move things forward and do those actions every day that are going to create that momentum that's key to moving things forward. So anyways, guys, much love, and I'll see you soon.